Hey, hello fellas, Frankie Day here. Okay guys, for this late Thursday evening, I got video number 6 for my Vacufrom kit 148 scale combat PBM-3 Mariner flying boat. Okay guys, she's starting to look like a Mariner right now. I got about 98% of her almost done, assembly wise. I only got a few small parts left on her before it's ready for the final paint schedule. The clear parts such as canopy and gun blisters and such, and props, and also the beaching gear. And I think she's about very well ready for her final paint schedule. Okay guys, I've been on this pretty much all day today. I got the wing on, I got it all filled, primed. I'm looking at it a little bit. Some areas probably need a little bit more filler here and there, not very much, just a smidgen. That's just one little dab will do it and be all done. Excuse me guys. And I got the pontoons all done, the wing floats are all finished, everything's done on her, except the clear parts and the propellers and the beaching gear. And the beaching gear I've got already. Over here is little small packs here, the spare parts box I got, which I'll show you as we review the build. Okay guys, judging as far as I got done on this thing so far, I should have this thing probably done by this weekend. I should have it done. Hopefully I should have it done at least probably by, I don't know, I'd probably say probably by Saturday evening I should have this thing finished. And finding a place to put it, it's going to be another. But knowing me, I always find a place somewhere. Anyway, guys, this is a big airplane. It's a big kit, and 148 scale flying boat, and she's a beautiful airplane. The Martin 162 model, and the Mariner came out as early as 1938, and I went to several refits because they had a lot of problems with it at first and everything, and they had to change things around on it. And usually the change comes as test pilots, and also the pilots themselves that flew these things in the beginning encountered problems here and there, and they were addressed to Martin Aircraft Company, and they took it upon their shoulders to correct the problem. So a lot of the refit these airplanes nowadays, guys, all these different models come out because of the pilots flying them. Excuse me, guys. I got a toad down my throat. I'm trying to get rid of them. And so this is the third refit, the PBM-3. The PBM-1 and 2 had retractable wing floats. And so the PBM-3 stayed with the fixed wing floats only, and they're attached by using they got eye retainers which are welded on the aluminum on the floats. So that's how the floats are hooked up and everything. I did the same thing. Excuse me, I'm very sorry, fellas. The same thing I did on this kit here, make it look as real as I could. Okay guys, said enough chatter right now. Let's take the camera, swing around, take a look at the mighty Mariner. This is how far I got on her, guys. I got that far on her, and I'll spin this thing around, knock it over. I got no beaching gear for it. But next is going to be the clear parts. I'm going to get them masked off, formed, and assembled, and I'm going to go ahead and position them on the airplane here and mask them down. And when everything is painted, everything's going to be painted in its entirety, besides painting the transparent parts last. This is going to be painted non-specular blue-gray with light-gray undersides. And you're going to have the star and meatball insignia on this thing, because this is an early flying boat. This is 1940. And we too were preparing for war. And these are the early colors that they use on the Mariner flying boat. And like that of its other cousins from different manufacturers, such as Consolidated They too got different color schedules too, and usually by 1943 or 42 they went to a three colors to a tri scheme of non-specular sea blue, and non-specular white, and also non-specular blue. And as the war progressed, it went all the way to the intermediate blue, and from intermediate blue to dark sea blue. Excuse me, guys. The same thing applies to the flying boats. They went to the seaplane dark sea blue color they used after the war. The Mariner was sticking from the service as late as 1961, and they were actually being replaced as early as 1957 with P5M Martin flying boats. So the Martin P5Ms were the successors to the Mariner. The Mariner was an early boat, an aging boat, and she did all she could to benefit from the war. And she rescued a lot of downed personnel and sunk a lot of U-boats. Done a lot of rescue efforts and everything. These are known as flying gas stations. These things were, they stunk very bad. The stench of aviation fuel, these things made these things very formidable to fires, which has been some cases Mariners have caught in fire because they get that big Merlin cell inside the center wing section and gives it the extra range. And then sometimes the things leak, you know, and you got that high octane aviation fuel. Stuff gets in your hands, it'll burn your hands because it's high octane. And if you so much lit a cigarette or a pipe or a cigar, boom. There's been a couple of cases that these things have blown up in the mid-sky because of that. And so this is the Martin 162 PBM-3 Martin flying boat, and it's a nice kit. I'm going to go ahead and a couple places need to be refilled with some filler, just a little bit, let it dry, wet sand, and give it the final primer coat, and go ahead and start working on the transparencies pieces. And I start working on the beaching gear because she's got to have something to stand on besides a stick and a lighter to keep the hull even so it'll sit on this Lazy Susan. And so this is a beautiful looking airplane, guys. It's a nice flying boat. I think the PBM had a very beautiful glamour, but my favorite flying boat's the Short Sunderland. And without a shadow of a doubt, gentlemen, you know the Short Sunderland is a true flying boat. And because she had it was built as a sea boat. It was an excellent sea boat. And so I got a 1/48 scale one of those, like made from paper, and a Short Sunderland. I'll probably bring that in as one of my builds of the past. And that's probably was a complimentary final review for the Short Sunderland I'm working on now. Okay, guys, we're going to take the camera and swing around yours truly and finish up the video right here and discuss what Frankie and Dave be doing next. Okay, guys, here I am, gentlemen. Okay, fellas, what's next on the agenda right now? I'm still working on the Short Sunderland flying boat. I got the Whitley all done, and I should have the big Mariner done by this Saturday. And so I'll be working on the Short Sunderland. And I joined up for Mr. Martin Lammett's buddy build of the Messerschmitt 410. And I got thinking about it and said, well, instead of going down buying a kit, I thought I had a couple in my stash pile. And I didn't. But I do got about 4 of them in my stash pile for paper models. So I got a big 133 scale Messerschmitt 410. And I'll probably use that kit right there as my entry to the build. I guess the build's about 2 or 3 months long or something like that in that nature. So it gives you plenty of time to finish up the build and do other things on the flight you need to finish up on. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a real nice buddy build. It'll be about the first buddy build I've anticipated since the Mad Modeler's F4 Phantom buddy build, and I'm waiting to get some decals for that so I get that done, get that out of the way. And I haven't heard from Clint, or the Mad Modeler. I haven't heard nothing from him yet. I hope he's well and he's okay. I need to catch up with him, see how he's doing. I kind of worry about him. And a lot of the old gang out there I haven't heard in a long time. I worry just equally the same. Okay, guys, it's time for me to get out of here right now. It's getting late. Frankie Day's tired. Played steel guitar tonight. And so I made a special video for you guys, which is number 6 on my Mariner flying boat. So this Saturday, this thing will be done. And I'll have an update video tomorrow evening on the Short Sutherland flying boat by Artillery 1/72 scale. Okay, guys, it's time for you to get out of here right now. Make Mama happy as always, and please subscribe. And happy modeling, and God bless you guys, and we'll catch you later on the next video. So stay tuned for the Sunderland, and stay tuned for the final reveal of the PBM-3 Mariner flying boat, the model 162. Okay, guys, Frankie Day signing off. Bye, gentlemen.